advice do you have for college students right now that are looking to potentially take their next step into college collegiate sports right now without how things are going? Plus, as you know, it's a big debate about should a college athlete get paid.
Right.
And that's one of those things where we don't know. Maybe it comes sooner than later, but a lot of people are BSing us. Let's be real.
Yeah. I mean,
what do you think? You think college athletes should get paid?
Yeah, I mean, like these big universities, and like they're generating so much revenue off of the likeliness and image that these guys with big names are bringing towards their universities. Like, why not just throw them like a small piece of change? Because like mainly a lot of these D1 schools, like they're well taken care of, but like to a certain extent. So like they should just be just recognized for what they've been doing, because a lot of people know who these guys are. If you just go onto Instagram, you can look at their following. Like it's ridiculous.
You're right, and that's almost like the LaMelo Ball thing. I mean, now younger athletes, you have so many things from your disposal that I really didn't have growing up during my time back in 2008 when I graduated. So it's like, the camera phones was just starting to get going. We just got into a recession. The housing market was already going bad around 06 and stuff. And then it's like, we're right in a recession, and y'all kind of, flash forward like 11, 12 years later, it's the same exact thing.
Yeah.
And it's wild, but at this time, you're going to be able to try to figure out different things. Like you're saying, you're going to use the YouTube channel. What else have you figured out that's going to be like creative means for you to make amends, to actually make what you need to actually get going? Because after school, I mean, sometimes we have to take loans. Being an athlete, you might have been fortunate to be on full ride or partial scholarship or something like that.
Yeah.
That don't mean we ain't all suffering out here.
Yeah, true.
So what are you looking at towards the future? What if for some reason football didn't work out? What would you be looking to do?
Well, yeah, it's all about just I'm not letting football use me. I'm using it. So like I'm building like this platform for myself, just because like today we're going digital. So like it's a matter of me just getting content out there, like not just like entertainment content wise, but like something that's gonna be beneficial, something that's gonna like influence somebody, motivate them to like get up off of their back and just get on their feet and just like strive to do something that people think that they can't. Like people like they don't think that I'm capable of like talking, just elaborating my thoughts. So like that's like one of the main things in my YouTube channel is just trying to like let people understand and like get a feel from me, because like I wasn't like the most vocal guy, but I just let my actions speak for me myself.
With a lot of people having that sheep's mentality, right? They just follow whatever path is supposed to work and it's supposed to be comfortable.
It's sick.
How can you keep yourself on that goal of doing something different and doing something unique?
Yeah, so when you ask a question like that, you just gotta like take a step back and just look at yourself. Like who are you surrounding yourself with? What are you consuming? What are your habits? What's like your routine? Like you just gotta take a step back and just ask yourself these questions. Look in the mirror, like my dad says. Like just check yourself. Like come to realization with yourself and just
check yourself before you wreck yourself, right?
Check yourself before you wreck yourself, because you really wrecked yourself out here just lost in a maze.
That's real, man. And with as far as like when we think about how we want everything to go, man, being an athlete and not being able to compete like you're used to or you're accustomed to, what do you miss about that? Be honest. What because I to me right now I miss competing back in the day. I'll still do little games and board battles. I don't like losing anything. So anything I play, I'm in to winning. What's your take on that as far as competition? What's your philosophy on that?
Yeah, competition, man, it's a beautiful thing, man, because like it builds character. It builds like just something that it just brings something out of you that you probably knew that you had it inside of you, but like once you actually do it and like see it, like people tell you what you've done, it's just like, wow, like it's a great feeling. Like competition is just like it like separates the boys from the man. Like it's like you eat or be eaten. Like you just gotta.
It's the land of the sharks out here,
Yeah.
y'all. We ain't no hyenas. Shout out to my peoples, but yeah, it's the land of the sharks out here, man. And for real, what you're trying to look into, you're looking towards business. It sounds. What do you want to do to give back? What would be like? What's Noah's vision?
Yeah, so man, that's a great question, man. Cause like me, I'm more like narrow-minded, tunnel vision wise. So like it's like for right now, it's like I'm focusing on, for me, focusing on myself right now, just to like just tell my story out there to like motivate that kid who's like shy, just in his own box, in his own world, like not wanting to communicate or reach out to other guys around him, just. Cause for me as a kid, man, like I was real to myself. Like I was that goofy kid, and like I used to try to like, just like have everybody laughing and just having everybody being comfortable. But now it's just like you can't be the same person you were. You gotta take it up a notch. You gotta mature. You gotta develop yourself. So like I just wanna like just like help kids out there, who probably had the same kind of struggles and challenges that I dealt with going to school, and just like just talking to your parents, and just having basic conversation, just basic communication. Like that's why like I took the interest to like start studying communications to like better myself, to be able to have this interview right now, like to launch this YouTube channel I got, to just communicate. Because like without communication, it's like you can't get nothing done.
You're right on that. I mean, communication can affect us through so many areas of our life. If you got a girlfriend, a wife, if you're doing business, if you're even having friends,
Yeah.
down to the basics. I mean, communication can be what ends a friendship, right? I mean, you can sit there and mess up with a lot of it. What got your gears turning that said, man, let's focus. Let's get this done. Like, when did you get to that point?
Yeah, man. So like, kind of just like going into high school, man, because like it was just like I was just like that funny guy that like everybody like wanted to have around and just like hang out with, and then like I just had to like come to realization that like it's more of a matter of fact for them over me. Like I'm not really getting anything out of me. I'm just making myself look a certain way when I know I'm not like this, just because like I just couldn't shit wasn't clicking with me. So like, yeah, after like graduating from high school, it was just like, man, like I seeing all my homies getting like scholarships and offers to go to these schools, and I'm just like in the background, just like trying to figure out what's my next move. And so like, man, just like as a matter of like just getting these visits from the advisors, like checking in with our like little college board shit that we had to do at the time, and making these accounts so like colleges could like recognize us and stuff. And I was just like, oh man, like I just didn't have no motives for it, because like I was just expecting shit to just roll in like how it was for all these other guys. So yeah, like after I like got my first acceptance letter, like I knew it was just like it was real. Like I already knew I was capable of like going to school, continuing my education, continuing my athletic career. It was just a matter of me just believing in myself. Just
Peace. RBE.